doesn't get as humid in the Cleveland area as where we're from. We both graduated from the Cleveland Institute of Art. That's where we started. You know, one of the things that took us off guard is when we first moved to the city, the amount of SUVs. And not just because of the size of them, but how people drive once they get behind the wheel. And that perception of larger is better, I'd like to see that change. What inspired me was a lot of the rickshaws that you would find in India, which are actually made by an Italian company. And there typically is one person driving, and they carry 2 people. Well, it turns out that the average ridership in New York City is 2 people. You know, the average cab ride is, you know, probably 12 miles. So I figured that if we could keep it small, keep the powertrain inside, you know, very small, and the components and everything lightweight, then we could actually not just save energy, but save space in the city. Basically, we're saying that in New York City, we should reduce the footprint of everything. So be it trucks, cars. And in all cases, you know, when we step up to the plate, we get all together with people and then nothing happens.
You can throw up your hands and kind of give up and say, yeah, the battle's already over. But that makes your life kind of really short in a way as sort of a creative person.
Essentially everything with us starts from concept sketch and then sculpting. So we were sort of classically trained in sculpture and traditional drawing. So I'll put these other ones up. You know, we go from this clay to that model, and we saw some things in this product model that people liked, but it wasn't car enough like. And when we showed it to the TLC, they said the same thing that people said in Albany, is that it doesn't have fenders, doesn't have a bumper, it doesn't look like a car. Okay, so again, there's always that identity or perception that people want to feel safe. They want to feel like they're in a vehicle, even though basically a vehicle is 4 wheels and windshields, okay? So we got to something that's more like a traditional vehicle.
Designers need to be able to affect change from the beginning, from the concept level, in how they conceive of the object, how they think the object should be manufactured.
Because history will bear this out, that, you know, the more freeways you build, the more cars are going to come. You done?
No.
No? You're not done?
I'm not done.
Why? Okay. It's like the wild, wild west out here. You know? This was something I designed in Europe, and it was sold on 3 continents. So I guess the biggest treasure for any designer is to see that people actually appreciate your work and they purchase it. We do this as well. But one of the things that really caught me about structural packaging is that you're designing for a disposable society. And that's kind of, when I came to New York, it all kind of sort of gelled, you know, that I'm designing junk, right?